So if you've clicked on this video, I'm sure that you're looking for AI website and app builders. These are tools that help you create working websites, apps using just few lines of prompts. And when it comes to these tools, you must have heard about Replit, Lovable, Cursor, Vercel. There are tons of these tools available. There's Emergent coming from India. So yeah, I mean, so many tools to try and experiment with. And if you haven't tried, I'll tell you, you should absolutely try at least the free version. See it for yourself. Create a portfolio website, create an app, create a tool that you might be using in your personal life, and give it a go. So just like you, I was also on the fence on these tools, and I thought I'll give it a go. So I experimented with many, at least the top 4 or 5, and I landed on Lovable. And this is the tool that impressed me a lot. And I've been using it for about 3 weeks now, and I wanted to share everything that I've learned. So this will be a good video for somebody who's looking to try Lovable or have just installed it, experimenting with it. I'll go deep dive into its pros, cons, how the credit systems work, what you could create, explore a few projects that I have created, and overall give you a good idea so that you could also use Lovable for your own projects. So here's the dashboard. Once you log in, this is the interface you will see. You could see there are 2 projects of mine. So once when you register for Lovable, you get 10 credits. Now with each prompt or each question you ask or any edit you do, some credits is consumed. You could look at it. For example, this is one of the websites I was trying to build using Lovable. Again, I have a better project to share. Probably I'll do it in a very detailed walkthrough, which is a little more, how would I say, a little more interactive, app-like, right? So if you see any command that I give, so let's say this one where I say you can use photos, add logos, etc., and then it does these changes. So you could see your credits here. So if you could see, the credit used is 1.8 over time and etc. Now the free version comes with 10 credits, and every day 5 credits are added. But in my experience, these 10 credits is, I mean, it'll go as soon as your first prompt or even one small edit, depends on how large or small your project is, right? Now, so I've gotten the paid plan, and on that I get 100 credits. This is monthly, and same 5 credits is credited every day. Now, the worst part is if you don't utilize these daily credits, these are expired. So for example, if you don't use 5 credits on that particular day, it's gone on the other day. So it doesn't get carry forward. So that's a bad thing. So these are the main differences. Again, with the paid plan, you can also host on websites, etc. Otherwise, it's just on the Lovable domain, subdomain. And I feel the free plan itself is very good for a lot of these use cases, and I think it gives you good motivation or gives you a good idea as to if it will work out for you or not. Again, I'll suggest trying the free plan every day for at least a week or so to understand if it's working out for you. Again, with the free plan, I think you can also remove watermarks, etc. So when you go to the dashboard, the first step is to, if you want to create a new project, you just add a prompt. I'll suggest just go to Claude, just type in, hey, I wanted to create something like this, give me a detailed prompt for an app builder, right? And what Claude will do is give you a very, very detailed prompt. And I think that is the best way to start with, because it'll give you a good idea about everything, and it makes your job very easy. And if your first draft is good enough, you'll also be interested in making changes and going further. Now, that's what I did for both of my projects. I just gave a detailed prompt, said, hey, I want to create this website. For example, in this, I said I want to create a portfolio website, which has all these sections, etc., and stuff, right? So that's the first step. Once you added it, so here was the prompt: design a modern, visually striking one-page portfolio website about Himanshu. The site should be aged, minimal, etc. Hero section, a works showcase section, skills, services, testimonial, etc., etc. Right now, if I just quickly show you the website. So this is, again, as you see, it's on the Lovable domain name, right? So this is how the website looks. These are some logos. This is some work section. Again, this is just still work in progress, but you could see it's pretty much very, very interactive, modern, right? I've also added some sections. For example, I wanted to showcase some popular videos on my YouTube channel. I could do there. I could just put it here, and mind you, just putting in a prompt, it'll just scrape all these details and put it here. Now here, if you see, they've also put in the views, and so it's good. Listen to all. This is, I think I've added a playlist of sorts. So this is the website that I created. This was, at least 70-80% was in the first prompt itself. I also gave some inspiration. I just forgot which inspiration I gave. So you could see it uses this theme again. You could also customize this. There is visual edits as well, right? Where you can change design, themes, etc. So quickly, if I have to walk through, here is where you could see all your histories. So if you want to revert, let's say I revert to the original one, I can do it. Here is the whole website preview. And then here is where there is the whole cloud thing. You can do it if you are storing data, let's say login details, etc. You can do that. Then here is the theme thing. You could change themes here. There's one current theme. You could also change and see how it works. Again, for themes, no credit is consumed. So you're good. Here you can see a code thing as well. Now, and here's is where you write the analytics. This is once you publish it, you will get data like sources, visits, visitors, etc. So very minimal data. Again, you can connect it with Google, etc. Analytics. You could all that is possible. Now, So talking about my overall experience, I feel it is very, very good in terms of what it creates. Especially the level of customization you can do, etc. It's very good. Especially if you have some inspiration, it will be much more faster. You could do that, right? That is one big advantage of this. Now, I think it's very, very good for one-pager websites, portfolio websites, for example, like this one, MVPs, apps for your own usage, right? Let's say day to day, you have a lot of things that you want, or you want to create a very custom app that works for you itself. I think you can do it. I think even the free version, you could leverage it, right? Creating apps for marketing purposes. For example, at MoEngage, we created something called Customer Engagement Maturity Index, where we ask a bunch of questions and then you tell them how mature the customer is in terms of customer engagement, etc. Right? So I think that way is very, very good. That I think is the major pro of this, right? Pros, if I had to say. And again, in terms of cons, I think the biggest one I feel is the whole credit consumption thing, right? So let's assume you create a working website. Ideal scenario would be, let's say I take the paid plan for a month. I create a very, very interactive website. Now I want to export it. That and all is a little difficult. There is something called There are tools that can do it, etc., but it's a bit more complicated. The best would be you ask your developer friend to just download this and then create it themselves. The second one is in terms of customization and all. Usually with websites, you would want to add something. You would want something that is automatically fed. Let's say you want a blog section, etc. Again, everything is possible in the blog section, but there are limitations. Again, it's not something like a WordPress or something like that, right? So that's where you will face issues. The another problem that I faced was in terms of SEO, right? So for one of my another projects where I've gotten live on a domain, etc., I got a lot of issues in terms of indexing. The issues still persist. If somebody has worked on this, please let me know how to do that. But I think in SEO wise, in terms of minute changes, like let's say headlines, meta description, it's very difficult. And also because of the whole hosting thing, etc., the site speed, etc., is also takes some sort of a hit. So in a very ideal scenario, I think Replit has better ones in terms of export. I'm sure that even Lovable has that, but it is very difficult. So in a very ideal scenario, once I'm finished with this website, I would want to export it, host it on my hosting platform, and do certain edits, or probably come here, do these edits, and then upload the database or upload the whole code again and see the changes. So I think that was something I would wanted to highlight. Again, in terms of changes, whatever, it's pretty much straightforward. Even image hosting was a problem. For example, I've given these images, and I think if I open this, it's still hosted in Lovable itself. And I think that is another problem. So for my another website, again, I'll do a walkthrough. What I did was I uploaded it on WordPress, gotten the link, pasted it here, but still the image loading, everything, even after compressing it, was a challenge. I feel good prototypes can be created. It's very, very usable in terms of, for most folks. Let's assume you don't know design at all. I think getting this very interactive website is a good thing. Yeah, I mean, these were a few changes. Again, there are multiple deal breakers. I'm not sure if I'll be subscribing to it again and again. I think that is where the problem lies. For example, let's say I created something very, very usable. I would want it to run on autopilot without having these Lovable subscriptions, etc., because again, it comes with a cost, right? So yeah, I mean, that was my quick walkthrough. Again, if you want a detailed step-by-step guide, I'd love to do a video about it. Just let me know. Yeah, I mean, that was it. I hope you found this useful. And yeah, I think one video could be around comparison. I'd love to do that as well. So yeah, stay tuned. Hit a like, and please use the link in my description to check out Lovable. It's a good tool. Thank you so much, and that's it. Bye bye.